Hey guys, welcome back to the Crochet with Kelsey channel. I just want to say after a little break of not crocheting for a few days, I am ready to go. I'm ready to get back into crocheting 100%, and I'm just super excited for this week's vlog and to get some new projects in the works. So when I was trying to figure out what I was going to do for my video this week, I was looking around my craft room, which is this room. It's basically just my second living room because I don't really have a craft room. And I was realizing that I do not have a lot of yarn storage left. So I was looking at all my yarn and trying to see what I could maybe try to use up in order to have more room for some of my other yarns that I use all the time. I know it's sad to say, but I have so much Posh left over from whenever I panicked and bought a bunch of the Big Twist Posh from Joann soon before they ended up filing for bankruptcy. So I never really even loved Posh in the first place. Baby Bear was definitely my favorite, and I also have a lot of that, but I've just been kind of hoarding it and kind of holding on to it for really no reason. There are other yarns that I love just as much as I love Baby Bear, and I never really even liked Posh in the first place. So it's time to do some projects and get rid of them in this video. So first things first, I'm going to show y'all what my stash is looking like, and then we're gonna go over some projects that I'm still kind of in the works of planning out. And then over the next few days, we'll kind of see how much Posh I can use to complete some of these projects. In this video, I think I'm also going to focus on larger projects just because the skeins of Posh are so big and they just take up a lot of room, and I really need to make some more room. I still have an entire bag of yarn just chilling in my closet of shame because I don't have anywhere to store it. So I'm hoping I can clear out some room and get some really cute projects made in the process. So let's take a look at the Posh and Baby Bear situation. So on this shelf we have mostly Baby Bear over here. I have a ton of white and green, as you can see. And then down here, I'm pretty sure all of this is Baby Bear. Well, this is like Bernay Velvet, so I don't know what that's doing there, but I think for the most part, all of those are Baby Bear. And then here on the bottom shelf, we have some Posh. And I would love to clear this out and just put my Himalaya Dolphin Baby on there. So let's hope we can use a lot of it this week. Oh, you thought that was it? I also have some more in this dandy little convenient yarn storage thing on the back of my closet that I got from Bobble and Puff. I absolutely love this thing. It stores so much yarn, but here to all the way down here is all Posh and Baby Bear. So it'd be really nice to free up some more space because I still have that huge bag of yarn just chilling there and I need to put it out. So as embarrassing as it is, yes, I have quite a lot and I haven't used it in a really long time. So this week we are getting it done. Now let's talk about the projects that I'm hoping I can complete this week. So I had the idea to start using up all my Posh last night actually, and I already got one plushie done, made completely out of Posh and possibly Baby Bear. I feel like right before Joann closed, the quality of the Baby Bear was getting a little bit worse. I don't know if it was just my location, but it's really hard for me to tell some of the unlabeled Posh from Baby Bear if it was some of the newer Baby Bear yarn. So I don't know, I think this is Baby Bear and Posh, but I made the cutest little Mitzi the mouse. I had these pink eyes and I just knew I needed to make something with them. And I just thought, okay, how cute would it be with the pink ears and the pink little accents? I think the pink eyes would be perfect. And how cute is she? So this is a pattern from Snuggle Beans Crochet. It's meant to kind of like sit down like that. I love her little tail. In this pattern, there are two options for the body, and I went with the longer body option. So out of her Sploot series, I've made this one, her little fox, and Eden the Snuggle Dragon. I absolutely love her patterns, and I am planning on hopefully finishing at least one more little sploot from her patterns in this video. I also have the dinosaur pattern and I think one more, so stay tuned to figure out if I get it done or not. But this literally took me one night. So I work a 9-to-5 job. Whenever I get home, I, take care of my chores, walk my dog, and then I will sit down to crochet. And it was like 8:30 and I finished this and I was like, wow, that is such a quick make. So highly, highly, highly recommend these patterns, and they're especially great for stash busters. So that is project number 1 of my Posh and Baby Bear destash. Everybody, welcome Mitzi to the world. So the next project on my agenda of the Baby Bear and Posh destash is going to be a Mort the Mushroom Guy. This is a brand new pattern for Red Mills Crochet's Patreon, and I have the honor of testing it, and I'm super, super, super excited to make this one. It is so stinking cute, and I hope you guys are on her Patreon so y'all can have this pattern when it comes out. But I decided to make the cap of it purple because I have a lot of purple. I have this left over, and then I have a whole nother skein. And this is one of the most precious yarns to me. I am like touching it. This is the old Baby Bear before it got really crappy quality wise. And it's just so soft and it feels amazing. So it's gonna be sad to use it up, but I just have to realize that it's not coming back. I know that Michael's has their like baby cub knockoff or whatever, but that is nothing compared to this. It is so different still, but I'm kind of confused because I thought that Michael's was buying the Big Twist yarn brand to sell at their store, so I'm not sure what's up with that. But yeah, the cap is going to be in this color, and then I'm going to make the body in white, and I have like 2 other skeins of white, so we will have plenty. And then I know I have some really pretty purple eyes that I'm hoping to use, or this pattern looks really cute with just regular black safety eyes. So I might also just go that route. I'm just gonna see how I'm feeling when I'm in the moment. And then the underside of the cap, I'm gonna make this cream color. So there's a little bit of a contrast between these two. So I think it would be cute to make the underside of the cap this color. So that is the palette we are working with. The cap looks like it's pretty big, so I'm hoping I at least use this much purple and a good chunk of this. And I'm hoping that I will definitely finish up at least this little partial skein of white that I have for the body. So that's what I'll be working on tonight. The other projects that I am trying to get done this week are a Maeve the Moth from Fox and Faye Crafts. So I have not seen a lot of stuff from this creator before, but on my Discover page on Instagram today, I saw the cutest post of these little moth plushies, and I immediately knew that I had to make some. So I'm hoping to make maybe 1 or 2 depending on how long they take for this video. And I'm hoping I can try out some different color schemes with those guys. And then my friend's dad wants a tiger shark, and I told him I would make him one. I don't think I have the right colors for it. I don't have a dark enough gray. So that might have to wait for another time when I'm not trying to use all of my Baby Bear and Posh. But I don't know, maybe that'll happen in this video, but I also want to make a pattern for that. So he wants a tiger shark. I didn't see a lot of tiger shark patterns out there, so I figured while I'm making this custom order, I'm gonna go ahead and just write down the pattern and see what happens. But I also posted on my Patreon, I posted a poll to see if I should make a animal pattern first, which they don't know this yet, but they will by the time that this video comes out, would be the tiger shark, or if they want a mythical creature pattern. And when I say mythical creature pattern, I mean like these little guys. It's not a jackalope, it's not a unicorn, it's like my weird little guys that I make. So depending on what they say in that poll, I will decide if I'm making either a tiger shark or a mythical creature, but hopefully whatever they vote on, I can make it in Posh. So if they choose the tiger shark, I might have to use a different type of yarn, but if they vote for the mythical creature, I will definitely figure out a nice Posh and Baby Bear combo to use for that. So I'm about to go on a run and I'm gonna shower, and then I'm gonna work on more the mushroom man. So I will tune in tomorrow with an update of how much I got done, how much yarn I used, and I'm hoping that I can get a good chunk of it done tonight. See you then. Hey guys, so it is a new day, and luckily last night I was able to totally complete all of the crochet portion of the More the Mushroom from Red Mouse Crochet's pattern, and it is looking super cute so far. So here's the little body, and he has a nice little belly that sticks out. Here's his little head and his little arms and his little mushroom cap. So now I'm gonna sew all this together, and then we will get started on the next project. I think it's safe to say that Millie has created another absolutely precious and adorable pattern, and I absolutely love the way it looks, but I am going to add some blush and some eyelashes to finish it up. So for the blush, I'm going to take, I know Lisa Frank is canceled now, but I got this a really long time ago. I'm going to take this nice pink right here, and I'm just going to use a makeup brush to put a little blush on the cheeks. I think that this little mushroom baby looks absolutely perfect, and that is one project done. So before I started this little mushroom project, this is how much yarn I started with, and this is what I ended with. And although it doesn't look like a lot, I think that this project used up a good bit of yarn, and I'm super happy that it made something so cute. So for my next project, I'm going to be making Maeve the Moth from Fox and Faye Crochet, and that's what it looks like right there. And I'm super excited to try this pattern. I literally just saw it yesterday and I immediately purchased it. So for that, I'm going to be using this nice blue color of Posh, as well as this fluffy yarn. And I have a lot more where this came from, but I just got a little bit to show y'all what I'm working with. If I'm able to finish one of those today, I'm also going to start on a Mori, the little vessel. This is a pattern that I've had for a while, and it's by Not Magic, and I have wanted to make it for so long, so this is the perfect opportunity. And I'm planning on making it in these colors. And just so that y'all can see what I was talking about earlier whenever I was saying that there's a quality difference in Baby Bear whenever it first released versus near the end of Joanne, this is what the older stuff was like. It's nice and it's very like Chanel-y, if that's an adjective. And then near the end, it was turning into more of this Posh consistency. So this is Baby Bear and this is Posh, and they are almost the same texture and thickness. So I don't know what happened there, but for the Mori project, I'm probably going to use this yarn just because I'm not sure that I'll have enough of this, and I don't want to run out and have people see the quality difference in the two of them. So I will check back in with you guys in a bit. I just finished up crocheting all of my pieces for my little moth, and here is the head. I love how big the eyes are, and these eyes are from my friend Allie McKenzie Crafts, who makes beautiful eyes, so be sure to check her out. And then here's the little body. So I also love the ratio of how huge the head is compared to the body. And then here are the little ears, the little arms, and the wings. So I'm going to sew this together real quick. Ta-da! If only it was that quick. I think that this little guy turned out so cute. I love the fur details around the neck. The little wings are adorable. And overall, it was a really quick make. This is how much of that color I have left. So I did use quite a good bit. And it actually turned out a little bit bigger than I expected. I think in the photos that they used for the pattern, they had used Juicy Couture, which is kind of a smaller yarn, but I don't know. I love the size of it. I think it turned out adorable. And now it's time to move on to Mori. So while I was sewing that little moth together, I was actually thinking about what eyes I was going to use for Mori. And I have the perfect pair of purple eyes that match this really well. So I'm going to make this the accent color, and I'm actually going to make the body in a brand new skein of black yarn that I haven't opened yet. After I finish Mori, I am planning to go ahead and write a new pattern. So I've had a pattern in mind for a while now. So on my Patreon members got to vote if they wanted me to do a regular animal or a mythical themed animal for my next pattern, and they chose mythical. So I have this idea in my head of what I want it to look like, and I am a terrible artist, especially when I'm trying to draw on my phone, but I want to do something like this. So I want it to have a nice round body similar to my Petra the Protector pattern, and I want to give it some nice long, almost like elvish goblin ears. And then I'm hoping I can find some way to spruce it up. Maybe I'll give it some horns or some other features, but that's the base, and I am going to get started on that once I finish my Mori. I'm not sure if I'll be able to finish all this tonight. I am going to take a little break to walk my dog and do some other things around the house. Maybe play a little Switch in a little bit because I have been doing a lot of crocheting today. And the fact that I've gotten these two like medium to large size projects done in one day, well, I guess I started this one last night, but the fact that I've gotten both of these guys done in such a short amount of time, I am very happy. My Crojo is definitely back, I would say, and I'm just loving crocheting again. I'm really glad that I took that little break because now I feel more motivated than I have in a really long time. And even the fact that I can just like make a list of patterns that I want to make is so different from how I was feeling probably about a month ago. So I'm glad that it's back, and I'm excited to get to work on those, and I will check in probably tomorrow or the next day, depending on how much I can get done, to show you some results. So it's now Friday, it is the weekend, and last night I was able to finish my little Mori plushie, and I absolutely love the way that it turned out. I don't know why I waited so long to make one of these because it's absolutely precious. I love the little collar that goes around its neck, and I love the little tail, and just everything about it is adorable, and I want to make them in every single color. So that is the fourth project I've been able to get done in this week using just Big Twist Posh and Baby Bear. So I have been making good progress. So my goal for this weekend is to create a new pattern of what I showed you the sketch of yesterday, and I'm really hoping that I can use up a good portion of yarn because it is going to be a bigger pattern. And for the main color, I'm going to be using this nice sage green Baby Bear, and for the details on it, I'm going to be using this yellow. So I think it'll look really nice. I want to add some fun little details to it, so I'm thinking the yellow will be like a gold color, so if I want to add any gold details, it'll be super easy to do that, and I'm hoping it's just a magical little plushie. So if I can get that done this weekend, I will be very happy with myself, and I will update you guys along the way. And since that's gonna be a larger project, I might also have something going on the side, so I'm not really sure what that's gonna be yet, but I still have a ton of these yarns to use, so we'll see what I can come up with. All right, guys, so the weekend is officially over. It's like 4 o'clock on Sunday, and I am done crocheting for the day. So let's see the new pattern that I just finished making. Isn't she cute? I was going for kind of like a healer type plushie, and I think that I accomplished that, but that's not all I did. I also wanted to use up a little bit more yarn in a different color that I had a lot of, and I made a hat for her. So this is my new pattern that I will be, oh hi Max. This is my new pattern that will be releasing soon. I am super happy with the way it turned out, I think it is just a magical little plush, and I love the little accessories, the wand, the little potion in a bottle, and the little hat, but the hat is optional, so if you like it better like that, you can also make it like that. So that concludes a week of trying to use up Posh. I still have a ton of it, and I really didn't even use up probably one skein of any color, but I tried my hardest and a lot of it is gone. So I'm going to continue trying to use it up over the next few weeks, hoping to clear up some more room. So be sure to follow along on that journey. I'm sure I'll be making plenty more projects in Posh and Baby Bear, and as a recap, let's check out all the plushies that I made. So first we had Mitzi, then we had Little Mort. Max is just absolutely loving this. He is just blown away by my crochet talent. Then we had Maeve the Moth, followed by Little Maury, and finally we have my new pattern. So I'm thinking I might call her Elowin the Healer. That name is just speaking to me. I looked up a list of some magical names. Thank you, Max, for your tail. And that one just really stood out to me, okay? Sorry for that. I also like the name Irene though, because I'm reading Throne of Glass right now, and Irene is the name of a healer in the book. So we'll see what I end up going with. I do have some time to think about what the final name will be, but I'm super proud of myself for getting about 5 mid-size plushies done this week. And next week I will probably be starting my market prep because I have a market in early November, and it's the first market I've had in a while, so I definitely want to make sure I have plenty of stock, and I'll probably have to go through my inventory to see what I have, to see what I need to make to be ready for that. So be sure to tune in to my next video. I appreciate you following along on this little Posh and Baby Bear making spree that I had this week. Please be sure to like and subscribe, and I will see you next time.